Hello everyone, welcome to the latest video on my channel, Digger Evans Model Railway. I know it's another 3D printed products video, but this time it's an exclusive. All these products you will not have seen before because they're all pre-release. Before we get to that, I want to show you these that I showed you last time. These are the, let's see if I can zoom that in. These, that's it. These are the objects that I showed you last time. These are in a metal resin. I misinformed you, I forgot to tell you they're in a metal resin. And those are the bollards that you'd have on the dock side and what have you. And they're in a metal resin, so they can be, the engines are here as well. Those are in a metal resin. And you can paint these and then put scratches on them where the paint's been scraped off to the bare metal underneath, or rust them as per, and do a lot more with them. They basically start off with a metallic finish, which is ideal, and that's what I wanted to clear up from the last video, and I'll put those to one side now and get on with what I want to show you. This, for most modern image fellas, is one of those telephone masts, you know. I'll see if we can get it full in. You see these on the streets, sometimes on higher ground, and certainly on the top of flat roof tall buildings like blocks of flats or old factories and mills, where they can be high enough to get a good signal. Now they're in a grey resin. These are in a grey resin at the moment. I'll just zoom it in a bit. Cracking details, super duper details on these, but there are plans, if there's a demand, to do these in a metallic resin as well. And that's the top, that's the business end. So you paint these, I'd be going a grey and a very pale grey with these receivers at the top, or a white even. Now, and I'm saying these are pre-release. The release of these products, what we're looking at, is imminent. So any day now they will be on the Scale Model Scenery website for sure. I don't know about the other retail sites. I'm not sure where else they're going to be. I do know they are going to be on Scale Model Scenery. And I will point out, these haven't been given to me by Scale Model Scenery. They're actually manufactured by a company called Blue Tree Models, and they're a big manufacturer, and they've just started into this supply with Scale Model Scenery, and these are all from Blue Tree. They don't retail, they manufacture solely for retailers. So the next thing I'm going to show you is these supermarket things, a row of trolleys and the place where you park your trolleys. These, I've seen a knock or a Barkman or someone doing these, sorry about that, doing these kits. I think with this kit you're going to get one set of trolleys, supermarket trolleys like this, 4 loose trolleys like that, like I say, the trolley park, and some sticky labels so you can choose your supermarket. You are going to get to choose the colour. There's going to be a choice of colours. Obviously Sainsbury's is orange and Morrison's will be green and what have you. And the other thing, I'll just bring that lens back out. The other thing with these is we can have them on the canal, you know, rusted up and thrown in the canal or dumped on some waste ground. So we have a lot of potential ideas for those trolleys. So that's the next thing. That's all these are, like I say, they're imminent. They're going to be produced very soon. Now then, where is it? This, we've all seen this type of a wheelie bin dumpster. It's what they had at school, you know, outside the kitchens and stuff. And you see them in large restaurants and commercial premises. They're real good detail on these, if we can get that into focus. Those casters on the bottom there, They've even got the little axle going through, and the triangular piece of metal and the bearings what spin round. These don't actually move anywhere, but you can paint those up, and these are a resin with a metal finish, and I believe they're going to do them in the metal resin as well. I think most of these products you are going to be able to get in an unfinished state if you want to finish them off yourself, but if you want ready to plant, they're almost ready to go straight onto the layout like that. The next one is these metal steps. Now these, and I never thought I'd say that, because Scale Model Scenery do a kit, a laser cut kit, where you build your own. You build all your own steps and everything to any size and length you want. And they've got that checker plate pattern. Now these have got the checker plate on the top. They've got the rails moulded in. They can be printed in metal or resin. And if you flip them over, they've got the checker plate pattern underneath. So if these were high up on a building as a fire escape, you'd actually see that detail under there. You'd see that from beneath, which is a bonus. And you can chop the railings off on one side and use them as a fire escape on a building. They are the exact right height to reach from the floor to a platform, to a railway platform. So there's lots of scope, lots of use for those. And if you don't want to build the fiddly kit, you're going to be able to buy them like this almost immediately. And that's going to save you building the kit. I like both ideas. I like building the kit, but I like the amount of detail that those have got. The next thing, they must have been thinking of me when they were designing these. Little car doors. There's doors, boot lids, bonnets, and you see they've got the handle. They're a low res print of these. And there's the bonnet of the hood with the vents in and everything. Boot lid, or trunk lid if you're watching in Canada and the US. And more doors. You know, they've produced the back doors and the front doors and stuff. Now those for me are ideal. They're going to be rusted up and put around the scrapyard. They'll look good in skips. They'll look good as new parts at a garage or a vehicle repair centre, anything like that. Excuse me. There's a lot of uses for those. I'm going to buy, when they go on sale, I'm going to buy a big pack of them, rust them all up and have them stacked up on the scrapyard, which is what I'm going to do. The next one, excuse me, tractor tyres. Tractor tyres, these are actually resin, black resin. These are going to be produced in rubberized resin, which is another exclusive product. You're going to be able to use them to fit onto vehicles, all who like doing code 3, planter machinery and stuff. These are going to be flexible enough to actually fit onto vehicles to replace existing tyres if you want some a bit more chunky, or you can, with these, you can take chunks out of them and make them look worn, spray them up with a bit of pale grey or white and make them look weather beaten and used, you know, or have them brand new. Loads of ideas for them. You can have them all over the place. I'm going to make them, a couple of them, look like they're used and beyond repair and sort of dumped and stuff like that, but the others I'll make them look new, like they're going to be fitted into somewhere. And next on my list is these water pumps. This is the first time I've actually made a video with a bit of a script to it. These water pumps, now these again are going to be in a metallic resin. These are grey resin with a metallic finish, and they're going to be produced in black as well, in a super detail where the bolt holes and everything's going to be around the rim where they fix to the drum or the well, wherever they are. These aren't a common sight. I think they were more common in the steam era, but I do know one person who has a well in the garden and they pump water from it still, but not for drinking. They just use it for watering the garden and stuff. So there is some still about, but not very many. not very many at all. And you'll remember I showed you these wagon loads. Clay pipes already moulded in a one big lump, ready to go straight away. Just drop them down onto your wagon, onto your building site or wherever. They're ready to go. Now, what they've come up with is these individual pipes, and I know they're all fit together at the moment. You can pull them apart and use them as individual pieces of pipe. I stuck them together to show you that they do fit together, so you can have a ditch where you've got the pipes being fitted in there, or a ditch with broken pipes, and these are the broken ones, and you can crack them and stuff. Loads of potential. You can have a couple just left loose and lying around on the ground at a builder's yard or a building site. Tons of stuff for them, and those are individuals available in a pack. I don't know how many we'll get in a pack, but there'll be quite a few, no doubt. And they're just going to run alongside with those wagon load ones, which is really good stuff. Next is the tin bathtub. These, during the steam era, were a familiar sight. They've even got the handles. I'll just zoom it in again. Detail up macro lens. We can see, there we go, you can see the handles on the end. That's a better. And you can see that better there. These are in a metallic finish again. These used to be hanging on the wall of every terrace house before they had a lot of plumbing going on the inside. You know, they may have had just a kitchen tap or something like that. So these are going to interest the steam era lads. If you've got a row of terraces and you want a few of these might be in a pack of 4 or 2, I don't know, hanging on the back wall. In more modern era, you'll see them planted up in people's gardens or in a field filled with water for cow drinking, a horse drinking water and stuff like that. The next thing, these culverts. We've seen these before. Everyone does them. Everyone has their own version of these culverts up and down. That's twin pipe, and that's a single pipe one. And the thing is, brick finish or concrete finish, there's all options, and there is with lots of different manufacturers, but these come with the steel grid. And the steel grid fits over the pipework just like you'd see in real life, and it stops debris getting through, and it stops any mischief going back up the pipe with I don't know, any debris that gets washed in or out, stuff like that. And you see them with these grills on, and these have got the grills with them, and there's a grill, 3D printed metallic grill, same again, that's for the double pipe. So they're a really useful kit, really useful items. And the next, I like this one. It's really nice detail, little incinerator burning bin, and you get the little lid with it, and the lid's got the handles on it, and the chimney, and you know, it actually is a little chimney that goes right through. These are going to be released soon with an LED inside to make it look like you're burning paper or leaves or something in there, but they're available almost immediately as they are now, just as a static. And the other thing they've done is these little plant pots as well, tiny plant pots. Now these even got a hole in. They make them in a varying sizes, and there's even some little cracked, let's see if we can get that into focus. There we go. Cracked and broken ones, which is brilliant. They look good on a tip in the garden. We've all got a broken plant pot. They break for fun, don't they? And the thing is, SMS, they're selling some plants that you can, you know, ready-made plants that you peel and stick on your layout wherever you can. And the bunch of daffodil ones fits perfectly into the large pot, so you could have a pot of daffodils at the front door, around the back or something like that. So they've thought these through. Now these, like I say, are all available from Scale Model Scenery, if not today, very, very soon. The last one, I think this is the last one to show you, it's this Railside Electrics cabinet. It comes with its own concrete base. There's a lot of these about as well. I've seen a lot of doing them. These are good details on this one. Again, you've got the handles and the hinges and everything, and you've got your own concrete base. Now, there is more of these coming out that are going to be metal resin printed with the door open, showing cables and wires on the inside. Those are going to be incredibly super detailed, and those are in the pipeline. They should be out, I'm told, by autumn-ish, but these ones are available, like I say, imminently, any day now. And I'm expecting, like the car doors and bonnets and that, I think those are going to sell like hotcakes. They'll be gone in days. And like I said before, if you're on Scale Model Scenery and the product, they've sold out of the product, there's an option to email me when the product's back in. Click that option, and when you do get an email, that's the time to order it. I waited. I thought, oh, I'll order those at tea time, and I went back at tea time, and the damn things had sold out yet again, and I had to wait till the next order came in. So be warned. That's all it is for today. It's a long-winded video again, but there's a lot of exciting stuff coming out right now, and I do believe there's going to be other retailers that are going to have this, but for now, all this lot I know is definitely going to be available imminently this week at Scale Model Scenery. I'll put a link to Scale Model Scenery down in the comments, but this has been sent to me by Blue Tree Models, who are the manufacturers, not the retailers. So I'll thank you all very much if you've stuck with me all the way through this video. I really do appreciate it. I'll say bye for now, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye now.